Travel doesn't have to be expensive to be meaningful. Some of the world's most beautiful places are also the most affordable, where meals cost just a few dollars, accommodation is accessible, and everyday life feels welcoming. These destinations prove that budget travel isn't about sacrificing comfort. It's about choosing places where value, culture, and beauty align. Here are the top 10 budget-friendly travel destinations. Safe, beautiful, and easy on your wallet. 1. Vietnam. Vietnam is often considered the benchmark for budget travel, not because it is cheap, but because it offers depth, comfort, and culture at a cost most travelers don't expect. Vietnam stretches along Southeast Asia's eastern coastline, with mountains in the north, historic cities in the center, and tropical lowlands in the south. Traveling through the country is straightforward and affordable. Domestic flights are inexpensive, and trains connect major cities with scenic routes. Whether moving slowly or covering long distances, Vietnam makes travel accessible. Food in Vietnam is not a tourist experience. It is everyday life. Street food dominates daily meals, with pho, bun cha, banh mi, and rice dishes available almost everywhere. Most meals cost between $2 and $4, often prepared fresh in front of you. Local cafes serve strong Vietnamese coffee for less than $1, making daily routines incredibly affordable. Eating locally isn't a compromise. It's the best way to experience the country. Accommodation in Vietnam offers some of the best value in Asia. Budget travelers can find clean guest houses for $15 to $20 per night. Mid-range boutique hotels, often stylish and modern, are commonly available for $25 to $35. Many include breakfast, air conditioning, and central locations. Comfort is not reserved for luxury travelers here. Vietnam allows travelers to live comfortably on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation combined can often stay under $40 per day. Public transportation is affordable, and ride-hailing apps make city travel simple and inexpensive. Your money lasts longer, allowing you to slow down instead of rushing. Vietnam is considered safe for travelers, including solo travelers. Violent crime is rare in tourist areas, and locals are generally helpful and welcoming. Like any destination, awareness is important, but Vietnam rewards curiosity rather than caution. The country has a strong tourism infrastructure, making it approachable even for first-time travelers. Vietnam offers remarkable visual diversity. In the north, misty mountains and rice terraces define the landscape. Central Vietnam blends historic cities with coastline. The south offers river life, markets, and modern energy. Few budget destinations provide this level of variety within a single country. Vietnam doesn't ask travelers to sacrifice comfort for cost. It offers affordability through daily life, not discounts or shortcuts. Here, budget travel feels natural. You don't feel limited, you feel immersed. Vietnam proves that some of the richest travel experiences in the world are still within reach. 2. Albania. Albania remains one of Europe's last true budget destinations. Located along the Adriatic and Ionian Seas, it blends coastal beauty, mountain villages, and Ottoman-era towns. Albania sits between Greece, Montenegro, and the Balkans, yet remains far less visited. Travel within the country is simple and affordable, with buses and minibuses connecting cities and coastal towns. Distances are short, making slow travel easy. Food in Albania is rooted in tradition. Grilled meats, fresh bread, cheese, vegetables, and seafood. form the foundation of daily meals. Local restaurants often serve full meals for $7 to $10. Eating well here is normal, not a luxury. Guest houses dominate accommodation in Albania. Many are family-run, offering clean rooms, generous breakfasts, and local hospitality. Comfortable stays are often available for $20 to $30 per night. Daily expenses remain low across the country. Albania is considered safe and welcoming, with strong community culture. Tourism is growing, but still feels personal. Turquoise beaches, mountain roads, historic stone towns. Albania feels undiscovered, and that's part of its value. Albania offers Europe as it once was: accessible, human, and affordable. 3. Mexico. Mexico offers one of the richest travel experiences in the world, and when approached thoughtfully, it remains deeply affordable. This is a country where daily life itself keeps costs low. Mexico sits at the crossroads of North and Central America, with coastlines on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Travel within the country is efficient and affordable. Long-distance buses are comfortable and inexpensive, while domestic flights often cost far less than expected. Cultural cities, coastal towns, and historic regions are well connected and easy to navigate. Food in Mexico is part of everyday rhythm. Street stalls serve tacos, tamales, quesadillas, and tortas for $1 to $3 per meal. Local restaurants offer full meals for under $10, often including fresh juices and handmade tortillas. Eating locally isn't just cheaper, it's where Mexico's identity lives. Mexico offers a wide range of affordable stays. Budget hotels and guest houses are common, especially in historic neighborhoods and smaller cities. Comfortable mid-range hotels are often available for $30 to $40 per night. Short-term rentals also provide excellent value for longer stays. Mexico allows travelers to live well on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation can often stay under $40 to $50 per day. Public transportation is affordable, and ride-sharing apps are widely used. Costs remain low when you travel as locals do. Mexico's safety varies by region, but many cities are well established for tourism. Areas popular with travelers have strong infrastructure, walkable districts, and visible security. With basic awareness and local knowledge, Mexico is approachable and rewarding. Mexico offers extraordinary visual range. Colonial cities sit beneath mountains. Markets fill historic plazas. Beaches stretch across 2 oceans. Few countries deliver this much diversity. At this level of affordability, Mexico rewards those who slow down. It's a place where comfort, culture, and affordability naturally align. Here, budget travel doesn't feel restricted. It feels connected. Mexico proves that richness isn't measured in cost, but in experience. 4. Georgia. Georgia sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, a country shaped by empires, mountains, and tradition. For budget travelers, it offers something increasingly rare: deep culture at a low cost. Located in the Caucasus region, Georgia is bordered by the Black Sea to the west and the Caucasus Mountains to the north. This geography creates dramatic contrasts: historic cities, remote mountain villages, vineyards, and coastal towns. Distances are manageable, making travel efficient and affordable. Transportation in Georgia is straightforward. Marshrutka minibuses connect cities and villages at extremely low prices. Trains are reliable and affordable. For longer distances, In cities like Tbilisi, public transport is modern and inexpensive, while taxis and ride-hailing apps remain budget-friendly. Moving around feels intuitive, even for first-time visitors. Georgian cuisine is designed to be shared. Meals are filling, flavorful, and affordable. Local dishes like khachapuri, khinkali dumplings, grilled meats, and vegetable-based stews are widely available for just a few dollars. Bread, cheese, and wine play a central role in daily life. Georgia is one of the oldest wine-producing regions in the world, and local wine is both high quality and inexpensive. Eating out is common, which keeps prices low and portions generous. Accommodation in Georgia consistently exceeds expectations. Guest houses and family-run stays offer clean rooms, home-cooked meals, and personal hospitality at very low prices. Budget hotels are modern and centrally located, often costing $20 to $30 per night. Even mid-range options remain affordable, making comfort accessible. Georgia allows travelers to live well on a modest budget. Daily expenses, including accommodation, food, and transport, often stay under $40. Longer stays reduce costs even further. Value here feels sustainable, not compromised. Georgia is considered one of the safest countries in the region. Crime rates are low, and violent crime against tourists is rare. Locals are known for hospitality and openness, often going out of their way to help visitors. Travel feels relaxed, not guarded. Georgia's identity is deeply rooted. Ancient churches sit on hilltops. Stone villages cling to mountain valleys. Cities blend old architecture with modern life. Traditions are preserved, not staged. For filmmakers and photographers, Georgia offers cinematic variety without high costs. Georgia offers more than affordability. It offers character. Here, budget travel doesn't feel temporary. It feels immersive. You don't just pass through, you stay. Georgia proves that richness isn't measured by price, but by depth. And in Georgia, depth is everywhere. 5. Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the most diverse countries on Earth. With over 17,000 islands, it offers volcanic landscapes, ancient culture, and everyday affordability on a scale few countries can match. For budget travelers, Indonesia isn't about luxury resorts. It's about daily life. Indonesia stretches across Southeast Asia, connecting cultures, climates, and landscapes. Despite its size, travel within the country is accessible. Domestic flights are affordable, and ferries connect many islands. Within cities and towns, local transport and ride-hailing apps keep costs low. You can move slowly or cover long distances without spending much. Food in Indonesia is simple, filling, and inexpensive. Local eateries serve rice-based dishes, noodles, vegetables, and protein for $2 to $4 per meal. Street food is widely available, freshly cooked, and deeply rooted in tradition. Eating locally isn't just cheaper. It's how Indonesia is meant to be experienced. Daily food costs remain low, even for long stays. Indonesia offers some of the best accommodation value in Asia. Guest houses and homestays are common, often family-run and well-maintained. Comfortable budget stays are widely available for $15 to $25 per night. Mid-range boutique hotels, even in scenic areas, often cost less than $40. Comfort here doesn't require a high budget. Indonesia allows travelers to live comfortably on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation can often stay under $40 per day. Longer stays reduce costs even further. This makes Indonesia ideal for slow travel, digital nomads, and extended trips. Indonesia is generally safe for travelers, with tourism deeply woven into many regions. People are welcoming and respectful, and travel feels calm rather than rushed. Basic awareness is always important, but Indonesia rewards patience and curiosity. The country is well suited for both first-time and experienced travelers. Indonesia's visual range is extraordinary. Volcanoes rise above farmland. Temples sit quietly in villages. Coastlines stretch across thousands of islands. Few budget destinations offer this level of natural variety at such low daily cost. Every island feels distinct. Indonesia doesn't rely on luxury to impress. It offers value through scale, simplicity, and daily rhythm. Here, budget travel feels expansive, not limited. You're not cutting costs. You're living locally. Indonesia proves that affordability and wonder can exist side by side across an entire nation. 6. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is one of Europe's most quietly powerful destinations. It's not loud, it doesn't try to impress. Instead, it reveals itself slowly, through landscapes, history, and daily life. Bosnia and Herzegovina sits in the heart of the Balkans, bordered by Croatia, Serbia, and Montenegro. Despite its central location, it remains less visited than neighboring countries. Travel within the country is affordable and straightforward. Buses and trains connect major cities and towns, often following scenic river valleys and mountain passes. Distances are short, making slow travel natural. Food in Bosnia is shaped by history. Ottoman influences blend with Balkan traditions, creating meals that are hearty and comforting. Dishes like grilled meats, stews, bread, and pastries are widely available for under $10. Cafes play a central role in daily life, where people gather for conversation rather than convenience. Eating out is affordable, and meals are meant to be enjoyed slowly. Accommodation in Bosnia and Herzegovina offers excellent value. Family-run guest houses and boutique stays are common in historic districts. Comfortable rooms are often available for $20 to $30 per night. Many stays are located within walking distance of old towns and riverfronts. Bosnia allows travelers to live comfortably on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, accommodation, and transport often remain under $40 per day. This affordability allows travelers to slow down rather than rush through destinations. Time becomes part of the experience. Bosnia and Herzegovina is considered safe for travelers. Tourist areas are calm and walkable, and locals are welcoming and curious rather than pushy. The country's recent history is visible, but it's met with openness rather than tension. Travel here feels reflective, not restrictive. Bosnia's landscapes are striking and varied. Rivers cut through stone cities. Mountains rise behind historic towns. Bridges, mosques, and churches exist side by side. Few budget destinations feel this cinematic without trying to be. Bosnia doesn't package itself for tourism. That's its strength. Costs stay low because life moves at a human pace. Here, budget travel feels thoughtful, not constrained. Bosnia and Herzegovina reminds us that some of Europe's deepest experiences are still quietly affordable. 7. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a small island with an unusually big presence. Within a few hours of travel, you can move from tropical beaches to misty tea hills, from ancient cities to wildlife-filled landscapes, and all of it remains remarkably affordable. Sri Lanka sits just south of India, surrounded by the Indian Ocean. Its compact size makes travel simple and efficient. Trains, buses, and tuk-tuks connect almost every part of the country, often at very low cost. Train journeys, especially through the Central Highlands, are not just transportation. They are part of the experience. Slow travel comes naturally here. Food in Sri Lanka is built around daily life. Rice and curry is the foundation, served with vegetables, lentils, and spices that vary by region. Local meals typically cost $2 to $4, especially at small restaurants and family-run cafes. Fresh fruit is widely available, and coastal areas offer affordable seafood. Eating locally is easy, and it keeps daily costs low without sacrificing quality. Sri Lanka offers excellent value in accommodation. Guest houses and homestays are common across the island, often run by families. Comfortable rooms are widely available, for $20 to $30 per night. Many stays include breakfast and personal interaction with hosts. Travel here often feels personal, not transactional. Sri Lanka allows travelers to live comfortably on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation can often stay under $40 per day. Because distances are short, transportation costs remain low. This makes longer stays both realistic and rewarding. Sri Lanka is generally considered safe for travelers. Tourist areas are calm, and locals are known for their warmth and hospitality. Travel feels relaxed, with less pressure and fewer crowds than many destinations. Awareness is important anywhere, but Sri Lanka invites openness rather than tension. Sri Lanka's landscapes are remarkably diverse. Tea plantations cover rolling hills. Beaches stretch quietly along the coast. National parks protect elephants and birdlife. Ancient temples and historic sites add layers of history to the scenery. Few budget destinations offer this much variety in such a small space. Sri Lanka offers value through balance. Life moves slowly enough to be observed, yet efficiently enough to explore. Costs stay low because tourism hasn't overtaken daily life. Here, budget travel feels immersive, not limiting. Sri Lanka proves that you don't need distance or excess to experience depth, only time, curiosity, and openness. 8. Portugal. Portugal is often overlooked in conversations about budget travel, yet quietly, it remains one of the most affordable and accessible countries in Western Europe. Here, life moves slower, costs stay lower, and travel feels unforced. Portugal sits on Europe's western edge, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. Its size makes travel simple. Trains and buses connect major cities and towns efficiently, and public transportation is reliable and affordable. Distances are short, making it easy to explore without constant movement. Portugal rewards travelers who slow down. Food in Portugal reflects everyday life. Local cafes and bakeries serve pastries, sandwiches, and coffee for just a few euros. Traditional restaurants offer hearty meals: grilled fish, rice dishes, soups, and bread, often under $10 to $12. Seafood is widely available, especially along the coast. Eating well here doesn't require planning. It's simply part of daily routine. Portugal offers some of the best accommodation value in Western Europe. Guest houses and small hotels are common, especially in historic neighborhoods. Comfortable budget stays are often available, for $30 to $40 per night. Short-term rentals also provide excellent value. For longer stays, you don't need luxury to feel comfortable here. Portugal allows travelers to live well on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation can often stay under $50 per day. Costs remain low when you eat locally and use public transportation. For Western Europe, this level of affordability is rare. Portugal consistently ranks as one of the safest countries in the world. Cities are walkable, public spaces feel relaxed, and tourism is well managed. Travel here feels calm, even in popular areas. This sense of safety allows visitors to explore freely, without constant concern. Portugal's beauty is understated. Cliffs rise above the Atlantic. Historic cities glow in warm light. Quiet villages sit between farmland and coast. Its visuals feel authentic, not staged for tourism. Everyday moments become cinematic. Portugal offers value through balance. Life is affordable. People are welcoming, and travel feels human. It's a place where budget travel doesn't feel like compromise. It feels intentional. Portugal reminds us that some of Europe's richest experiences are still lived quietly and affordably. If you're watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It is completely free, but means a lot to us. 9. Turkey. Turkey is a country that feels larger than life. It sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, shaped by empires, trade routes, and centuries of movement. Yet despite its depth and scale, Turkey remains remarkably affordable for travelers. Here, budget travel doesn't mean less. It often means more. Turkey stretches across 2 continents, connecting the Balkans, the Middle East, and Central Asia. Because of its size, the country is well connected. Long-distance buses are modern, comfortable, and inexpensive, often offering more space than flights. Domestic flights are also affordable, making it easy to cover long distances. Within cities, public transportation is reliable and low cost. Travel feels efficient, not overwhelming. Food in Turkey is woven into daily life. Street food stalls serve simit, kebabs, flatbreads, and pastries. For just a few dollars, local restaurants offer full meals, soups, rice dishes, grilled meats. Often under $10. Tea is served constantly, shared freely and without expectation. Eating out is not a special occasion here. It's routine, and that keeps costs low. Turkey offers strong accommodation value across the country. Budget hotels and guest houses are common, especially in historic districts. Comfortable mid-range hotels are widely available for $30 to $40 per night. Even in visually dramatic locations, prices remain reasonable. Comfort doesn't require excess. Turkey allows travelers to live comfortably on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, transport, and accommodation often stay under $40 to $50 per day. Costs remain low when you travel as locals do. This makes Turkey ideal for longer stays and slow exploration. Turkey is well established for tourism. Major cities and travel regions have strong infrastructure and visible security. Tourist areas are lively but organized, and locals are accustomed to visitors. With basic awareness, travel feels confident and approachable. Hospitality is part of the culture. Turkey's visual diversity is immense. Ancient ruins sit beside modern cities. Coastlines stretch along 2 seas. Mountain villages rise inland. Mosques, bazaars, and historic streets create constant visual texture. Few budget destinations feel this grand, without being expensive. Turkey doesn't simplify itself for visitors. It invites them into daily life. Costs stay low because food is shared, transport is efficient, and hospitality is cultural, not commercial. Here, budget travel feels expansive. not restricted. Turkey proves that some of the world's richest histories are still accessible without a high price. 10. Colombia. Colombia is a country that has rewritten its own story. Once defined by headlines, it is now defined by daily life, by color, rhythm, and resilience. For budget travelers, Colombia offers something rare: affordability paired with modern comfort. Colombia sits at the gateway between Central and South America, with coastlines on both the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. Its geography is dramatic. Mountain ranges divide regions, creating distinct cultures, climates, and identities. Because of this diversity, travel within Colombia feels like moving between countries without crossing borders. Despite its size, travel within Colombia is accessible and affordable. Domestic flights are frequent and reasonably priced, making long distances manageable. Bus travel connects cities, towns, and rural areas, often at very low cost. In cities, public transportation and ride-hailing apps make daily movement easy. Travel feels functional, not complicated. Food in Colombia reflects practicality. Local meals are designed to nourish, not impress. Daily dishes often include rice, beans, plantains, soups, and meats, served in neighborhood restaurants for $5 to $8. Markets offer fresh fruit and juices at extremely low prices, making healthy eating affordable. Coffee culture is woven into daily routines, with cafes acting as social spaces rather than luxury stops. Eating out is normal here, and that keeps costs down. Colombia offers excellent accommodation value across the country. Budget hotels and guest houses are clean, modern, and well located, often priced between $20 and $30 per night. Mid-range hotels provide strong comfort and design at a fraction of global prices. For longer stays, short-term rentals offer even better value. Comfort here feels accessible, not exclusive. Colombia allows travelers to live well on a modest budget. Daily expenses, food, accommodation, and transport often stay under $40 to $50 per day. Costs remain especially low outside luxury districts. This affordability encourages slower travel, longer stays, and deeper experiences. Colombia has changed significantly over the past decades. Major cities and tourist regions now have strong infrastructure, visible security, and well-developed tourism systems. Like anywhere, awareness matters, but travelers who stay informed find Colombia welcoming and approachable. Hospitality here feels genuine, not forced. Colombia's visual diversity is striking. Mountain cities blend greenery and urban life. Colonial towns preserve color and history. Coffee regions move at a slower pace. Every region has its own rhythm, its own mood. Few budget destinations feel this alive, while remaining affordable. Colombia offers value through balance. Modern infrastructure exists alongside low daily costs. You don't feel disconnected. You don't feel rushed. Here, budget travel feels forward-looking, not limiting. Colombia proves that transformation doesn't erase identity. It strengthens it. And today, that transformation is accessible to everyone. Budget travel isn't about sacrificing comfort. It's about choosing places where life costs less, where food is honest, where people are welcoming, and where beauty doesn't come with a high price. The world is still open, and it's more affordable than you think. Until the next journey, subscribe for more.